Welcome back to Zizo Reports, your number one stop for juicy, bingeable, trendy stories. Subscribe to the channel and give this video a thumbs up. Now, I've recently started a short series based on the National Integrity Alliance's decision to expose the names of 25 politicians who should be barred from participating in the oncoming August 9 general elections due to questionable integrity issues. Now, as I stated in my last video, the National Integrity Alliance is made up of a group of organizations working alongside EACC, DPP, and the Office of the Auditor General to expose politicians who aren't fit to hold any elective offices due to unresolved cases ranging from murder, shootings, and of course corruption. In my last video, which you should check out if you haven't, I did a mini recap of Aisha Jumwa's cases, and on this video I'm basically going to be dissecting the Garissa governor Ali Korane. He of course was the second politician named on the list by the NIA. So this is going to be my second video, and there's going to be 23 more to come since the politicians named on the list are 25, and they will all be available on a playlist after I've dissected all the politicians on the NIA list. Let's get on with this. Now, Ali Bunou Korane is the governor of Garissa County in Kenya, and he is loyal to Raila Odinga's Azimio. He assumed office in August of 2017. But before we get to his case, let's first begin with a short political recap of the governor. Now, Ali Korane was born in Balambla, Garissa. He is from a Somali Muslim family. He obtained his bachelor's and master's of arts in international studies and diplomacy, both from Washington University in the US. Ali Korane then joined the Kenya Army as a second lieutenant. He was commissioned into the Air Force. He also trained in the US as a helicopter pilot on the American MD tank destroyer. Now, he has served as a permanent secretary in very many government ministries of Kenya. These include 1. The Ministry of Tourism and Information, 2. Ministry of Home Affairs, Heritage and Social Services, and 3. Ministry of Gender, Sports, Culture and Social Services. And before he was elected governor in 2017, Ali Korane served as Special Envoy Horn of Africa, a position that was given to him by the President, His Excellency Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta. Now, the Garissa governor Ali Korane was in August 2018 arrested in connection to the shooting of a man named Idris Aden Mukhtar, who was 33 years old at the time. The shooting incident occurred on August 18, 2018 at around 9 p.m. in Kileleshwa, while Idris was heading home after prayers from a mosque. Idris, who was shot twice in the head, had complained to the police about threats against his life. CCTV footage showed a lone gunman follow the victim to his car, then shoot him twice before escaping on a boda boda. Idris was rushed to hospital and placed in intensive care. He will soon fall into a coma and has never woken up to date. Now, years before his shooting, Idris had been working as the Garissa County Finance Executive, and this was in the administration of the former Garissa Governor Nadhif Jammeh. Idris was at some point sacked by Governor Nadhif Jammeh, and he proceeded to sue the Garissa County government. A court of law would then award him 50 million shillings for wrongful dismissal. Idris and Governor Ali Korane are apparently related since the two have married first cousins. Like I mentioned earlier, Idris had reported to the police that he had been receiving death threats and even named the possible suspects behind the threats and even shared the information with his lawyer. Some of his relatives said that he had been investigating Governor Ali Korane's academic papers and planned to go to court. He had written to various government agencies through a lawyer demanding the governor's academic papers. Now, Governor Korane was arrested in the morning as he left his house at around 5 a.m. Detectives are said to have camped overnight outside the governor's house in Nairobi Kilimani's estate. 3 suspects connected to the shooting were also arrested shortly after, and these include the man accused of shooting Idris, the lady who is said to have hired the car that trailed Idris up to where he was shot from, and of course the owner of the bodaboda who helped the shooter to escape. When the 3 suspects were quizzed, they all admitted that the governor had a hand in the shooting of Idris. The gunman stated that he had been paid shillings 1.8 million for the mission. Actually, the gunman's name was David Mwai and he was 27 years old. Shortly after his confession, Mwai died while at the Parkland police stations where he was being held for interrogation. It is alleged that he committed suicide. The governor Ali Korane was later on released, but Idris's family insists that he had actually tried to murder their son because he had started to question the governor's academic credentials. Korane to date still denies any connection to the attempted murder. On to his second case. Now, in September 2020, Governor Ali Korane was again arrested and detained at the Ethics and Anti-Corruption Commission cells. He was charged with the alleged embezzlement of shillings 233 million from the World Bank. The money had been given as a grant. According to the Directorate of Public Prosecution, Governor Korane and 4 others allegedly embezzled Kenya shillings 233 million released by the World Bank under the Kenyan Urban Support. The funds were supposed to have been used for 3 specific reasons, and that is 1, the construction of Korahe Market, 2, the recarpeting of Garissa Township CBD, and lastly, the construction of stormwater drainage and pedestrian walkways. Investigations uncovered that the money was diverted on different occasions between February 2019 and September 2019. The 5 were charged with conspiracy to commit an offense of economic crime, misappropriation of public funds, abuse of office, engaging in a project without prior planning, and willful failure to comply with the law. So there you have it. Like I said in my last video, you are the electorate and the choice is yours, so choose wisely. We'll be back soon with the 3rd video, which is a continuation of this one. The next politician on the list is Samuel Arama, and he is the Member of Parliament Nakuru Town. He was the 3rd politician named on the NIA list. So join me on the next episode for his dissection. Bye for now and see you soon.